I just have to say this. I came to a thought that Jesus, or Charlie Kirk, might have just been the reincarnation of Jesus that we did not know. The fact that the spirit of Jesus has supposedly resurrected and reincarnated a few times, and we were all preparing for his return. I think the great sacrifice, and that's what Jesus was. He was the great sacrifice, and I think that's what his soul might have embodied Charlie Kirk's life on purpose at this moment in time to be sacrificed, to awaken everybody and raise the consciousness of not just all the BS in the world, but to raise the consciousness of faith. And that's what's happening right now. It's like the great awakening is happening right now, and the energy in the world is weird. It's like other people are saying, like, time is slowing down, and sometimes it's speeding up. It's, we are energy and we affect each other. And I think that what's happening is it was a build-up to this. Everything was a build-up to this moment. I don't know what's going to happen, but what I am going to do is try to keep my faith in humanity, and hopefully one day humanity will get it together. And it seems like that day is unfortunately the day Charlie Kirk was assassinated. So I was never really a religious person. I've always seemed to be more of a spiritual. I've had 7 near-death experiences, and I'm still here for a purpose. I just want people to be good and kind, and most of all, true to themselves, true to each other, true to their faith. The problem is a lot of people, like this shooter that killed Charlie, he was misled. I don't blame the shooter. I blame the influencers of that shooter. I want to know what books that kid was reading. I want to know what videos that kid was reading. I want to know who put those books and those ideas into that kid's head. Was it the media? Was it somebody close to him? So many unanswered questions. But hopefully one day, right? That's what people said about John F. Kennedy, and when that happened, there's like these people are sent here, and at the end, I'm going to go back to being maybe a little conspiracy theorist on this, but I think that Jesus has embodied these different people, his spirit, or God, but I think the Holy Spirit has been embodying these people, kind of tapping their lives, knowing one day they're going to be sacrificed, and then there's going to be a ripple effect in the world. And the problem with that is you have the other side, that dark side that tries to keep it dark for themselves. The shadow warriors, the ones that lurk in the shadows and try to feed off your fears and keep you stupid, keep you uneducated, keeping you asleep to truth, keeping you in the rat race that you just keep running through the maze of shit, hoping one day that you're just going to have a moment of peace where you're just happy, living. We all have those little moments, those little things that bring us excitement, that bring us joy. But it's like a drug, it's temporary. Then we have to go back to the labyrinth and the rat races and all that. The jungles, depending on where you live. We just have to rise above it. And I think this is the time. I think the energy in the solar system and the universe right now. And I'm just going to say this. I'm going to end with this. The youth, the misled youth, needs a reboot. And if there's the Messiah, if it's Jesus' Spirit that's going to come back, and we're aliens or whatever it is, are going to expose themselves, and I think that's what's really going to make us one again. I would love to see a federation of aliens show up to help change everything for the better, for the best. Because this is it. This is it, man. This is we shoot up from here. Hopefully we can shoot up before the bottom floor falls out from under us, as the Shadow Warriors open up the floor and try to take in as many souls as they can. I hope that people I care about wake up. I hope everybody wakes up. Just everybody. Your soul needs to go back to the source. Whether that be heaven or wherever that is, but your soul needs to go back to it. So, don't get lost in the dark. Don't look for the light. Don't start to look for the light once it's gone. Because most people don't really look for light until they're in the dark. And they're like, oh, I need a light. Keep your third eye charged. Use your floodlights and your spotlights. And tune yourself to the world around you. But hopefully the misled youth will have new leaders in their own ranks to rise up, like Charlie, and want to lead them into a much better future than we led them into. I say we, I mean my generation, because let's be honest, I love my generation. Generation X, yeah, but we dropped the ball on a lot of shit. You know, I'm always playing devil's advocate. You gotta look at both sides of the spectrum at all times. Not just one-sided. At all times. And that's, you know, being a Gemini, that kind of helps. Looking at the world at two perspectives at all times. Like looking at the world at a split screen. With all these mixed emotions. Watching two different movies. You're watching the same movie with two different vantage points. Sometimes, from certain angles, you don't see things. But then from other angles, you see a lot of the same scene. So it's all perspective. But I'm gonna sign off now. I'm gonna go to sleep, so. World. God, aliens, beings, Anunnaki, Enki, Jesus, Buddha.